on Dowling Catholic.
I was thinking that same thing, that it's been either a cleaner night or the officiating crew has a different mentality. Let's take a look at some of the CIML scores. Southeast Polk leads Indianola 14-7. That's a very close game, so we're going to very much keep an eye on that. Valley is really putting it to Mason City now. It's 49-7 at the half. No score yet, at least an update from Joaquin Fort Dodge. If you know that, send it to at KWKY Sports via Twitter, and we'll get that updated. Des Moines East 46, Des Moines Hoover 6. That's in the third. Marshalltown 21, Ames 12. That's in the second half. No report yet between Roosevelt and North. Lincoln now has pulled a field goal ahead of Ottumwa, 26-23. Sioux City East 49, Sioux City West 0. Let's go down to Brian Morris on our sideline, find out what's happening.
How about the baseball score up there?
All right, here you go. It's the Brewers 3, Diamondbacks 2, and that's in 10 innings. The Brewers advance to the NLCS. The St. Louis Cardinals 1, the Phillies 0. That's in the bottom of the sixth. 1-0 is your score. It's 74 degrees, Brian. The wind is southeast at 14 miles an hour. It's still gusting.
It is still gusting, and Dowling's going to have the ball, but against the wind to start this second half. That was listening to the interview with those guys from the class of the championship team of 2001. Great interview, and again, that's a special thing about Dowling is you keep those bonds for all these years, and the different generations stick together. So these guys will be watching these teams for the next 30 years.
The kick is into the end zone. Brandon Ogden, no chance for the return. The Maroons will have the ball, 1st and 10 from the 20 to start the second half. Our score is Dowling Catholic 20, Johnston 7. Dave, your keys to the second half if you're Dowling Catholic to win this football game.
Well, if you're Dowling Catholic, you want to hold on to the ball here and going into the win. You're going to have to be very careful. I look for a lot of Ben Goley here this early third quarter.
Ben Goley in the first half, he had 10 carries, 57 yards. He got a bunch on one play. He's had a lot that haven't gone very far. Goley goes into the middle, and then he is blown up. And I'll tell you what, give all the credit to the Johnston front line. They pushed the Dowling offensive line backwards.
Yeah, they have really done a good job, though. We've talked about the interior of that Johnston line. And Julian Holder, 6'2", 240, and Joe Scanlon, 245-pound. Both seniors are really jamming the inside. They got a lot of pounds on the Dowling offensive line, and those guys are doing what they can to open up the holes.
Hartley under center, looks to the right, throws to the right, caught by Matthew Hawk, and Hawk cannot escape. The tackle made behind the line of scrimmage by Matt Zinzelmeyer. Great play by Zinn.
Nice open field tackle by another senior for this Johnston club, and we talked about in the pregame, they are definitely a senior-dominated club. Dowling does not want to punt the ball away here, so this is a big 3rd and 11 play.
And the Maroons break the huddle. They're going from left to right. They're wearing those home maroon uniforms for the final time in the regular season this year. Hartlib in the shotgun, takes the snap, takes a couple of step drop, looks to throw it down the right side. He's got a man open, and it's going to be too tall of a pass and really just kind of threw it away. Matthew Hawk had no chance to catch that. Incomplete. The Maroons are going to be forced to punt the football 3 and out to start the second half.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Johnston needed to happen to get back in this game. And that's something Dowling did not want to do. Now they're forced to punt into this wind, and Johnston's going to have excellent field position.
Back at about the 46-yard line is Matt Zinzelmeyer. Matt had a great play on Hawk in the open field on 2nd down, and now he's going to try to make something happen as Hawk stands back at his 5. He rolls to the left, kicks it away, and it's going to be kicked at Zinzelmeyer, but it's going to be, and Dowell goes down right in front of him. The Maroons down the football, but wow, Chase Dowell's left leg just bent like looked like Gumby there for a minute. His legs just bent right behind him. Brian Morris is right in front of you.
It was right in front of me, and I did see that leg bend right back. Chase got up. He is walking around a little bit, but he did get that ankle bent right back against the turf.
You know, Paul, I'm surprised you're old enough to remember who Gumby is. Or maybe I should say was. I don't know if Gumby's still around anymore.
Oh, yeah, when you study.
I wonder if Brian knows who Gumby is.
Yeah, I think he does too. Kidding's going to roll from the shotgun, throw it off his feet. His receiver is open, hit, but not after he makes the completion. Eric Bass And that, I believe, knocked out of bounds was for Heckman. 1st and 10, move the chains.
And I look for Johnston to really come out throwing the ball this third quarter. This is the last time they're going to have the wind at their back, and they need to take advantage of it. And really, their first choice is to throw the ball anyway.
Ball goes to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for Johnston. They send a receiver to the left. That's Zach Bowles. Offset formation. It's the handoff to Yoakum. First tackle is missed. The second one is not. Sam Harold, also Nick Naven out there, but it's a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Sam Harold did a nice job. He kind of dove and got him by the shoestring there, just enough to trip him up and let the other Dowling Maroons come in and finish him off. So, again, nice play by Sam Harold.
Yoakum now has 14 carries for 48 yards. He is the lone man in the backfield behind Kinning. Kinning's going to throw the football to the left, and it's caught. And moves back to the inside by Cullen Moss. Mackey there for the tackle. Harold comes in, as does Michael Sherinian.
Mackey and Sherinian on the coverage there, and the Johnson receiver caught the ball and immediately broke back inside. He's been putting on that move all night, so Dowling should be anticipating that. But they did pick up a first down. Ball's on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
Pickup of 11. So Johnston not intimidated at all. They think they can win this football game. They trail 20-7 with 9:29. Yoakum the call up the middle, and he's going to get a couple of yards, trying to come back from the side to make the tackle. Sam Harold was around the ball.
And Matt Dunbar really holding on to make the tackle there.
So the ball goes forward 3 to the 27. It'll be 2nd and 7. So Johnston moving the football. This is the 5th play of the drive. Yoakum is next to Kinney, but it's a throw. It's a horizontal throw, and it's a catch, and then a nice move to the outside by Zach Bowles. Bowles gets enough for the first down, and so you're not throwing the football down deep. You're just giving an opportunity for your players to move forward. That's really all Johnston's doing.
And that's what they're doing. They're just pecking away at these Dowling defenders. Dowling's keeping the receivers in front of them, doing a good job not getting beat deep, but they're giving up about 10 yards or so per down.
And that's what they've given up on that play was 10 yards. It's an offset formation. Montgomery and Yoakum. Yoakum gets the call up the middle, and this time Nick Naven makes the tackle back at about the 20.
And Nick playing with really one hand, because that other hand, he's had some problems with it all season. And nice job from his linebacker position to come in and make a big tackle for no gain.
Ball goes back to the 18, loss of 1. So Naven really had a good game last week, and as you mentioned, Dave, still playing with that gingered hand. Yoakum is to the right of Kinning. Kinning's going to roll out and throw. He's got a receiver, and it's caught up at about the 15-yard line by Brock Hoffman.
Johnston does a nice job with those routes. They start inside from the flanker position or the backs from the backfield, and they're constantly running to the sideline, which makes it tough to cover them, especially in this zone pickup. But nice job by Johnston throwing these short passes, and they've been doing it since the first play of the game.
3rd and 6 from the 13. Kinning under center, 5-step drop, throws it back to the left side. His man is wide open in the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Cullen Moss, touchdown Johnston Dragons. And just like that, it's 20-13 pending the extra point.
And you know, that's the first time I remember Johnston this entire game throwing the ball downfield like that. And they got behind Tim Mackey for the touchdown.
13-yard touchdown pass, Cullen Moss on the 8th play of the drive, which covers 55 yards. That's something Ankeny could not do when they had only 50 or 55 yards to go, get more than a field goal. The extra point is good, and it's 20-14 with 7:53 when we come back right here on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.
Big Bass will kick off for the Dragons. Hetman, Hawk, and Ogden back deep for the Maroons. First and 10 Maroons from their 20.
The kickoff goes into the end zone, which will set up Dowling Catholic 1st and 10 on an 8-play, 55-yard drive, capped by a Kinning to Cullen Moss touchdown from 13 yards out, 20-14. Paul Yeager alongside Dave Marcoulier. Brian Morris will check in with him after the play. The Maroons come out 1st and 10 from the 20. Hartlib under center, fakes the jet, gives it to goalie. Goalie protects that football and gets 9 yards. Brian Morris is on our sideline.
You know, guys, after that defensive touchdown given up there, Coach Adam Jack, you know this, Dave, as coaches, you try and do different things to motivate your players, and he was up in the face probably more than I've seen him all year of this defense. So he was really trying to get them to focus in on this game, and he was very, very animated about what he was telling them.
Yeah, Adam does a nice job. I'll talk about him right after Paul calls his play.
Handoff goes to goalie around the left side. Goalie gets out, then cuts back in, gets the first down up to about the 36-yard line. So running with a little more emphasis and a little more staccato now, the Maroons.
Yeah, Adam Jack is a first-year coach at Dowling Catholic, doing a great job. Very animated, emotional person who really gets into play. He teaches phys ed in a leadership class at Dowling. Adam is a graduate of Valley High School. I remember calling his number. Outstanding athlete for the Valley Tigers. Went to East and coached for a year or two, and then we were fortunate to bring him over from East High School this year.
Hartlib's going to throw the football here on first down. Roll, still rolling, gets it off the hands. The intended receiver was Nick Navin. Getting the escort, Brandon Sexton gives him a little shove. It'll be 2nd and 10. Adam Jack, I remember talking to him last year when he was over at East and, had that conversation. I believe he went to Eastern Illinois where he was a good friend of Tony Romo, the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, and I believe he was actually in Tony Romo's wedding.
Oh, really? See, now I didn't know that.
At least attended it, and I thought he was a groomsman. 2nd and 10 from the 36. The Maroons have the football after the incomplete pass. It's going to be a play action, goes up the middle to goalie, and goalie's going to get up to the 44. Good hard run, Ben Goalie trying to get behind that line. McKay makes the stop, as well as Nick Newton for Johnston.
And that's a nice play. We haven't seen that in a while. It looks like the jet, but they end up giving it inside, and looked like Johnston was stretching out looking for the jet. Ryan Boyle coming in with 3rd and 2, and I'm sure Johnston's anticipating that run up the middle that Ryan runs quite frequently.
Goalie now, 14 carries, 81 yards for the game. 3rd and 2, ball on the 44. Shotgun formation. Boyle keeps it after the fake, and Boyle is going to, he's going to needle his way. He was tackled but short of the first down. Made a good second effort. I'll tell you what, Zinzelmeyer was there, but he just couldn't wrap up the freshman.
And it looks like Brian is reading the outside linebacker on that. If the outside linebacker widens with the running back, Ryan's going to keep the ball. And he did get the right read. He tried to pop that outside, which wasn't a good choice. You want to go upfield when it's 3rd and short. Fortunately, he did that and picked up the first down.
1st and 10 from the 48. Hartlib back in. 2-step left. Now looks back to the right.
Nice play.
Throws it. Hawk is open on his back foot. Caught at the 30. 25-20. Into the end zone will cruise. Matthew Hawk. Touchdown Dowling Catholic from 52 yards out. Make it 26-14 Maroons.
And what a beautiful setup by Dan Hartlett. If you were watching him, Hawk lined up on the right side of the field. Dan got the snap, looked to the left side, did a pump fake, turned to the right and threw the ball up in the air to Hawk. Beautifully thrown ball. Great play by Dowling Catholic. And, Paul, that was a huge touchdown because Johnston definitely had the momentum, and that's just what Dowling needed.
The extra point attempt by Avery Mason is up, and it is good. Dowling leads 27-14. We'll take a break on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY.
Mason will kick off for the Maroons.
27-14 is your score. 5:37 to play. A gorgeous, very quick 6-play, 80-yard drive for the Maroons, capped by a 52-yard touchdown pass from Dan Hartlib to Matthew Hawk. Extra point by Avery Mason's good. It's 27-14 with 5:37 to play, and Mason is going to get his leg into it. Get a high over-end kick. Going to be taken at the 18-yard line by Zinzelmeyer. Makes the move to the left and still is running. And he is tackled, actually, make that Nick Stitzel on the return. Brian Morris is down on our sideline. Brian?
You know, guys, the wind is still a little strong coming out of the south, and Matthew Hawk made an adjustment on that ball. Dan Hartley put a little bit of air under it. Matthew Hawk made an adjustment, came back a little bit to the ball, and got a touchdown. But again, Hartley put the ball where Matthew Hawk could catch it. Great game tonight by Dan Hartley.
Maroons have the defense now on the field. 1st and 10 for Johnston. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Kinning's in the shotgun, stands back at the 25, rolls out to the right, got some pressure, throws to the left, and that's a busted play. Yoakum was supposed to go to the left and didn't. Dave, I got to let you know that Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY is streaming on KWKY.com, and webcasting at DowlingCatholic.org is brought to you in part by Triplet Companies, Quality Pest Control, and Mike McCree.
Well, that was Matthew Fermonic, that play, Paul, coming in and putting on a rush, really doing a nice job beating his the right tackle for Johnston and putting a lot of pressure and forcing him to throw that ball incomplete.
Two receivers to the right.
Oh,
the
over his
snap
head.
goes over the head, and Montgomery's just going to fall on the football back at the 12. It went over Kinning's head, and I don't know if that's nerves, things like that happen, but all of a sudden, Johnston's in this football game, Dave, and then Dowling just says, forget it, we're just going to try to get rid of you, and they bounce back. I don't know if that affected Johnston or not.
You know what? I'll tell you this. It's a sign of a good football team. When you get scored on and your spirits are down a little bit, you come right back and score on Johnston as we did. It really can deflate you if you're Johnston.
Ball goes all the way back to the 14-yard line. Kinning's going to look to throw down the field. Here he's getting some pressure. Steps up, gets out of it, still on his feet, rolling to the right, still rolling, throws at the feet of John Wisniewski. And all the receivers were down at about the 40 or 50, and there is a penalty flag.
I tell you, Fermonic had him in the backfield.
And it looks like it might be a penalty
It's
on
Johnston.
Brian, I don't know if you saw what it was.
I don't, but I'm thinking maybe one of their linemen maybe crossed the line of scrimmage, maybe?
Yeah, illegal man downfield.
Is the call, so it'll go against the Dragons, but the Maroons will wave it off to make it 4th down and 25, 4th down and a country mile.
And Kinney, the Johnston quarterback, knew it right away, and I saw him yelling at someone. Now I know who he was yelling at. And Kinney, the quarterback, is back to punt.
He is standing at his own end zone. Ogden and Hawk are back at the 50 where the Drake Bulldog logo is here at Drake Stadium. The kick is a nice one by Kinney. High kick taken by Hawk at the 43. Hawk makes a move to the left and is not going to get any further than the 49. And Sherinian is doing everything he can to help Hawk. It looked like he had his hand on the football trying to move him forward. Not just push him, he wanted credit for the return.
Yeah, Johnston did a nice job with containing and forcing Hawk into the middle, exactly what they're taught to do. Hawk wanted to get outside but couldn't quite do it. Nevertheless, Dowling's got nice position on the 49-yard line.
Southeast Polk now leads Indianola 17-7. That's in the third. Valley leads Mason City 21-7. Here it's 27-14. Dowling Catholic leads Johnston with 4:30 to play in the third quarter. Boyle, hard snap count, third time, gets it, hands it off to goalie, and goalie's going to be hit by McKay. And I believe it's actually both McKays. And Andre McKay and Marcus McKay, the twins, combined, seeing double, and they had nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a tough one for Dowling Catholic. Throws them for one 2-yard loss.
Second 12. Ball goes back to the 47-yard line. That's goalie's. Let's see, that was his 15th carry. Now he's down to 79 yards for the game. Hawks in motion on the jet. The give is to goalie. Goalie runs one of his linemen over and tries to push him forward, but just can't do it again. In to make the tackle, Devin Richards. and you've liked him tonight.
I really do like him. He's done a nice job and nice hard run by Ben Gully. You know, I've been watching Evan Barkley. Evan is 5'10", 200 pounds going against this number 20, Julian Holder, who I've been talking about all night, 6'2", 240. Those two are really going at it hard, and I just saw them pat each other on the back. So, you know, they're battling, but yet they respect one another.
Comeback screen to Ogden is off his hands. That was one of those plays that it was like it was the touchdown to Hawk, but this time it was to Ogden's side. Hartley looked left, came back to the right. Ogden was running before he caught it. It's 4th down, and the Maroons may be punting the football.
Yeah, that's a tough pass there because you're throwing into a lot of traffic, and you have to be careful, and Dowling is bringing in their punt team.
So it'll be a 3 and out, just what they didn't need the last time, but they scored, but they're going to face it now. So Johnston defense for now is holding 4th and 7 from the 48. It's Dowling 27, Johnston 14, 3:17 to play. Hawk is back deep. Zinselmeyer stands at the 18-yard line. Play clock at 12.
He'll look seriously at the fake
And he
on
is running this entire time. Hawk makes the move at the 50, and he is not going to. Boy. No. And there's going to be a late penalty.
Late hit.
Didn't get
there it is.
And I believe Hawk had the first down before the penalty. He was hit 3-4 yards out of bounds in front of Brian Morris.
Yeah, guys, he was a few yards short of the first down, and they're talking right now. I did not. I wasn't in position to see that exactly how late of a hit it was.
It was right in front of the Dowling bench. Hawk was running that entire time on that play. He didn't even fake it like he was going to throw the football. It's going to be a personal foul, late hit on Johnston. So, depending on the Maroons needed to get to the 41, and that's really, Hawk may have been about a yard short now that I look of where the first official is standing. But with the penalty, it'll move it forward, and the offense will come back out onto the field.
Yeah, and Johnston had him there. It would have been their ball on the 43-yard line, but because of the late hit out of bounds.
Let's go down, Brian.
It is Johnson's.
I think it was after the play, late hit, so the possession turned over, apparently, and now it's 10 yards from the spot of the where he went out of bounds.
All right, there you go. I wondered, he was short. So Kinning is now back out of the offense, and he throws it to his receiver, Nick Stitzel. And just like that, so Johnston gets the football back a little deeper than what they had wanted, but they're back onto the field with their offense with 2:54 to play.
And again, same play they've been running all night long. That just quick little flare pass to the sidelines.
Pickup of 7 on that. And the ball will be at the 27-yard line. Kinning again going to throw downfield, and he throws it behind his intended receiver, Trevor McCauley. And Gelati was there, as also was Andrew Clemon.
Try just a quick slant pass to McCauley with trips to the other side. And you know what they're doing on these flare passes? They run out of trips, and the inside guy just flares to the sideline. And they've been throwing him the ball all night long.
Ball's at the 35-yard line for Johnston. They've got 2 yards to go, 3rd and 2. It's a option play. Quarterback keeper, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Wow, that's a play we haven't seen tonight. It was a fake to Yoakum, and Kinning kept it. And that's the first time Kinning, and now Johnston will go to the no huddle.
And Dowling came with a stun on that play and ran right by the quarterback.
1st and 10, ball goes to the 40. It's a pitch and catch, and it's caught by Nick Stitzel, knocked out of bounds after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Same thing, flanker flare pass. I tell you, I bet they've run that play 15 times tonight.
And they're going to probably run it 15 more.
And they're going to keep running it. It's tough to cover.
2nd and 7 from the 42. Kinning's going to throw it to the right side, caught by Yoakum, the back. Harold tries to make a tackle, and a good second effort by Yoakum. Sam Harold just could not get it done there. It's across midfield into Dowling territory. First down, move the chains for Johnston.
And again, as you called, Paul, they're going no huddle. Quickly setting up and ready to go again.
Ball's on the Dowling side of the field. Dropped the snap is dropped by Kinning. He dropped it once, dropped it twice, and then finally just had to fall on the football. Kramer is in there. He was trying to make things a little hot and heavy. Sam Harold. So it'll be a loss of 4. That's the only thing that slowed down Johnston on this drive.
Ready to go again already, Paul.
2nd and 12 from the 48. Kinning throws it, caught, almost intercepted.
Nice play by Tim Mackey.
Mackey looked like he tripped and was getting beat, but he was going for the football, but broke it up.
Yeah, he was taking a gamble on that play, because if that ball would have been thrown a little better, that would have been a completed pass to Moss.
So the ball is at the 48-yard line on the Johnston side, which is the south side of the field. Johnston trying to go north. They've got this wind at their back. It's still kind of blowing here. 1:33 to play in the third quarter. 27-14. The counter goes to Yoakum, and Yoakum is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play by the Maroons. Michael Sherinian in there. Sam Harold is in there. I think we got to talk to Harold after the game, don't you think, Dave?
Yeah, I think so.
And Nick Navin.
Very nice job. Brings up punting formation. And again, Dowling should be careful of a fake here. 1:10 left in the third quarter. 27-14 lead, Dowling.
You've got that wind at your back. You might want to just punt this football and pin him deep, but you never know. Kinning, little pooch kick, nice spiral kick taken by Ogden. Ogden's going to let it go, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the Maroons will have it. 1st and 10 from the 20. Let's go down to Brian Morris down on our sideline.
You know, guys, they have that wind right now, so they were trying to take advantage of that wind with that no huddle. They got about 5 plays off, but then the Dowling defense stiffened. The coaching staff, they're talking to him right now, looked a lot more pleased with the effort on that the last couple series.
Dowling Catholic High School football on 1150 KWKY, streaming on KWKY.com and webcasting at DowlingCatholic.org is brought to you in part by Splash Seafood Bar and Grill, Two Rivers Glass and Door, and Northwest Bank. 1st and 10, Maroons have the football from the 20-yard line. They've got 80 yards to go to start this drive. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Boyle, the freshman. He fakes it on the quarterback draw and then is hit and popped. After a gain of about 7, Montgomery comes up to make the stop, as does Kyle Arnold.
Again, that's that little read play that he's doing. He carries the ball right up the middle. Timeout, officials timeout here, Paul.
And the Johnston
I think an injured player.
All right, and it's in the Johnston huddle. Let you know some of these other CIML scores. It's Marshalltown 21, Ames 12. Lincoln of Des Moines without Bernstein tonight. Lead Ottumwa 40-23. Sioux City East 49, Sioux City West nothing. On the eastern side of the state, third-rated Linn-Mar leads Washington 42-7. Hempstead over Senior 27-17. Prairie leading Jefferson 22-9. Cedar Falls topped ranked in the state, leading Waterloo West 42-7. Clinton has defeated Davenport West tonight 55-10. Pleasant Valley leads Muscatine 38-7. North Scott leads Assumption 20-3. City High leads Wahlert 20-10, and Prairie City Monroe tonight beats Clarinda 35-0. Here, our score is Dowling Catholic of West Des Moines 27, Johnston the Dragons 14. 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Paul Yeager alongside Dave Marcoulier. So Dave, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we can't really see who the Johnston injured player is.
Brian, do you have any info on that?
I do not. I cannot see his number. I thought there was a 3 in it, but I don't want to give false information. But he did try to get up, and then he went right back down real quickly, so I don't know if they're looking at an ankle or a knee.
And they're going to send the Johnston team to the sideline. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to take a break. Dowling leads 27-14 on the official radio station of Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150 KWKY. The injured Johnston Dragon is Mitch Bowles. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 170. It's one thing we didn't quite get into the pregame show. Johnston plays a lot of seniors, and they're playing quite a few sophomores tonight too, Dave.
Yeah, and this young man is walking off very slowly off the field, but he is just a sophomore. Defensive back, I believe.
Yep, and he is hopefully will return. But the Maroons will have the football. 2nd and 3 from the 27-yard line. It was a pickup of 7 by Ryan Boyle on the play. 27-14, Dowling leads with 36 seconds to play. Little update for you on the CIML. Southeast Polk leads Indianola 23-7. That's in the 4th quarter. We're at Indianola next week. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock. The kickoff around 7:30. Toss sweep goes to goalie. I'm sorry, that's Chase Dowell. Dowell's going to be close to the first down, and he is hit hard again by Dave's favorite player, Devin Richards.
Yeah, Chase has taken some shots tonight.
He has.
He's put some on himself, and he's taken some.
And it's going to be close to the first down, and we may have to measure this one. And that's exactly what they're going to have to do, and Brian's going to hoof it to see just exactly how close it is. And I got some other scores. Ramel Slaughter doing the work tonight. I don't see any baseball scores on this, Ramel, and you're maybe just not telling me what the Cardinals are doing because you don't want me to be distracted. Southeast Polk 23, Indianola 7. Valley rolling on Mason City 49-7. Waukee 26, Fort Dodge 3. Marshalltown 28, Ames 12. It's now final. Des Moines East 60, Hoover 6. First down for the Maroons. So Dowell gets the first down yardage. Des Moines Lincoln 40, Ottumwa 23. Here, it's 27-14. You're kidding me. 8-1. Phillies have rolled up, and they'll move on into the no. Oh, I was going to say, 1-0, bottom of the 8th. Woo! I was going to say, did the Cardinals bullpen give up 8 runs? You just gave me a heart attack, Ramel. Woo! I shouldn't have distracted him. I asked him for a score that Ramel's hustling, and that's the end of the third quarter. We'll have the 4th quarter after this. Dowling 27, Johnson 14. We're back on the official radio station. Dowling Catholic Sports, 1150, KWKY.